it's probably not a good idea for you to marry someone who's much younger than you. Jeremy says, what does a 40-year-old have in common with a 25-year-old? The guy is the obvious winner in that relationship. Yeah, you know, the age differential is a very interesting thing, Jeremy. I've been at this now for almost 30 years. I've seen 5-year differentials in relationships that go down in flames very quickly, and I've seen 40-plus year age differentials that are still going strong. So it really, really depends on the two people involved. Yes, statistically, you have more risk with a larger age differential, okay? But that's statistical. When you get into, you know, couple by couple, person by person, it really depends on those two individuals. You know, the divorce rate in the United States is about 50% or so. Some say it's even higher than that. And we have one of the slimmest age differentials pretty much in any culture. It's very, very slim compared to most cultures. In a lot of other cultures, the age differential can easily be 10, 15, 20 years. And we see that a lot with our couples, although I'd say the average age differential is about 11 or 12 years, even with us, if you were to really kind of look at the average. But there are some outliers that have 30-year age differences, 40-year age differences. I know one that I'm thinking of that's pretty close to a 40-year age difference. They've been together now for, 7 or 8 years, still going strong, still doing great. I know several that have 20, 25-year age differences that are still going strong. And the men and women have a lot in common, and because that's who they are.
Hello guys, here we are in Kyiv, Ukraine, and joined today by beautiful Alisa, 218405. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right. So I was gonna ask you, how did you join agency? How did you find us?
I find agency in the internet, in the social media, and I'm really happy that I found you.
So what made you join? Why you decided to look for a husband abroad?
Yes, I'm looking for a relationship or a husband. I like foreign men. I really want to find a relationship.
Have you been to any of our events like socials?
Yes. I visited a few socials.
Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? So I'm sure our guys would like to get to know you better. So
I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist. My hobby is horse riding. I have a family, my daughter, she's 7 years old. I like running, sport, gym, travel.
So you have a great career, you're a dentist. Are you open to relocating? So imagine you meet a man at the social and he, let's say, from the United States, Australia, or elsewhere.
Yes, of course. My dream is visit United States.
Would you like to continue your career working as a dentist in the States?
Yes, of course. I had a date. All guys is so funny, young, beautiful. It's really nice.
All right. Actually, can you tell us what kind of men are you looking for?
Young foreign men, maybe businessmen, who looking for a family. I have a kid. I have a family also. So relationship looking men.
What about the age gap? What's your maximum age gap?
Maximum, I think, 16.
So imagine your future husband is watching us right now. What would you like to say to him?
Hello, my future husband. I'm waiting for you.
Right. So guys, you gotta come to Kyiv, Ukraine and meet Alisa. She's waiting for you here. Today we're joined by beautiful Viktoria. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Hello, Viktoria. Thank you for joining us.
Доброе утро.
Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Я работаю помощником главного инженера проекта. Компания занимается проектированием нефтеперерабатывающих заводов. Проектируем именно Узбекистан, Казахстан, сейчас Литва.
Quite impressive. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Мне 29.
How did you hear us? Why did you decide to join marriage agency?
О вас узнала через друзей. Друзья рассказали, поскольку они также являются участниками social.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what type of man you're looking for?
Хотела бы встретить заботливого, умного, перспективного мужчину, который будет заботиться, ну, как будет принцесса.
And what about the age difference? Does it matter to you?
Важна максимальный возраст до 35.
Great. Well, I'm sure somebody like this might be watching right now. Maybe your future husband is watching us right now. Anything you would like to tell him?
Хотела бы сказать, что ожидаю встречи в Киеве. Возможно, переехать за границу.
So that was beautiful Victoria, profile number 210103. 210103. You can send her a message. You can come and meet her in Kiev. Thank you so much. Hello guys, today we're joined by beautiful Khrystyna, profile number 216324. Thank you for joining us today, Khrystyna.
Yeah, my name is Khrystyna. I'm 24 years old and I work like blogger.
Wonderful. So do you have much experience with our website? Have you been to our socials?
Yeah, I had experience and I'm date with man from the site and I have a good experience, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't find that special person yet, you're still in the search.
Not yet, but I have dreams that I find this person on the site, yeah.
And how's your ideal man look like? Whom are you looking for?
I'm looking for a good man, like gentleman, kind. It's really so important for me, and that man that know how sweet a woman. It's also important to me.
Will his age matter? Are you open to different age gaps?
Maybe it depends on person, but my desire will be that it's maybe not about 10 years, but it doesn't matter. Maybe it depends on person, yeah.
If you're, say, I don't know, 50, 60-year-old guy, and you want to marry someone who's 20, 25, even 30 years younger than you, then you better be willing to do all the things that you did 20, 25, 30 years ago and not expect her to live like someone who's 20 to 30 years older than she is, because that's just not fair to her. You got to experience things that you want to do when you were younger. So, there's an old saying, you got to have the game to cover the spread. And if you've got that, then yeah, you can go and do that. But if you're gonna, watch Wheel of Fortune, drink a cup of warm milk and go to bed at 8 o'clock, then no. It's probably not a good idea for you to marry someone who's much younger than you. I mean, it's about the people involved. It always is. So it's not just an age thing. It's funny, when we first started, we used to put the age of the women, up to, I'm interested in someone up to 30, up to 50, up to 60, right? We used to put that. Then we decided that was worthless, because the women who were saying that were marrying men that were much older than that. When we talked to them, they said, well, I didn't know he was going to be like that when I met him. And I see that quite often, even with some of the affiliates, where a woman's like, no, I only want someone who's like 40, 45, not 50 or 55. And then they meet the 50 or 55-year-old, and it's great. And they laugh at themselves for almost not meeting that person, almost not giving themselves that opportunity. Again, it comes down to the person. That chronological age doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. Once you get past, 25, 30, people age differently. They take care of themselves differently. Their mental, the way they act, personality, totally different. And it doesn't really have so much to do about age.
Interested? Learn more at
ukrainesingles.com.